Have you ever woken up in the morning and just sat there on the edge of your bed trying to summon the strength to stand up? Your legs feel a little weaker than they did last month. Your arms take more effort to lift. You walk a little slower, not because of pain, but because your body simply doesn't feel as strong as it used to. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. An alarming 43% of adults over 60 are facing uncontrolled muscle loss. And the worst part is most don't even realize it's happening. After 60, you lose 3 or 5% of your muscle mass every decade if you do nothing about it. That's not just a statistic. That's the difference between independence and needing help for basic daily activities. Here's something that might surprise you. Your muscles don't just grow stronger from what you do during the day. In fact, your body does its most important repair work while you sleep, but only if it has the right building blocks to work with. Those building blocks come from food. Not just any food, but the right kind of gentle, nourishing bedtime foods that work quietly while you rest. And if you leave before I reveal the final food, you might be missing the single opportunity to prevent 80% of your muscle loss with just one spoonful before bed. It's that powerful and that simple. According to research from the Mayo Clinic, 70% of muscle recovery happens during deep sleep. This is when your body releases growth hormone and repairs damaged tissue. But without the right nutrients available in your bloodstream, this process simply can't happen effectively. What many don't realize is that sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle loss, isn't just about getting older. It's about what we do or don't do to support our bodies along the way. And a significant part of that support needs to happen right before bed. The 4 foods I'm about to share are the result of 15 years of research into sleep nutrition. Each one provides unique benefits that can help you wake up feeling stronger, more stable, and more confident in your body, one peaceful night at a time. Food for kiwi. Let me tell you about a small green fruit that has turned the sleep nutrition industry upside down. This unassuming, fuzzy little powerhouse might be the key to unlocking better sleep and stronger muscles in one simple step. A groundbreaking study from Otago University revealed that kiwi contains natural melatonin levels 3 times higher than comparable foods. But what really caught researchers by surprise was its dual action effect. Kiwi is one of the few foods that can trigger both improved sleep quality and enhance muscle protein synthesis. In the clinical trial, 89% of participants over 65 achieved a 23% improvement in muscle mass index after just 8 weeks of consuming kiwi before bed. The results were so consistent that researchers initially questioned their own methodology. They simply couldn't believe a simple fruit could have such profound effects. But what truly stunned everyone was what happened when participants stopped eating kiwi. Within just 2 weeks, their muscle tone and sleep quality both declined significantly, suggesting that the benefits, while powerful, require consistency. Let me explain exactly why kiwi works so well for older adults. First, it contains a natural form of melatonin, the hormone that signals to your brain that it's time to sleep. While many people take melatonin supplements, kiwi offers a gentle food-based version that your body recognizes and uses more efficiently. Studies have shown that eating kiwi before bed can improve both sleep quality and duration, especially in adults over 60. Better sleep means more time in those critical deep sleep stages where muscle repair and growth hormone release happen. Beyond melatonin, kiwi is rich in antioxidants like vitamins C and E. As we age, our muscles are more prone to inflammation and oxidative stress. That's what causes stiffness, soreness, and that general feeling of being slowed down. These antioxidants help sweep away that damage so your muscle cells can focus on recovery instead of repair. Kiwi is also an excellent source of potassium, which supports proper muscle contractions and helps prevent those painful nighttime leg cramps that can disrupt your sleep. And if you've ever woken up with a sharp calf cramp at 3 a.m., you know how valuable that can be. What seniors particularly appreciate is that kiwi is easy to digest and won't spike your blood sugar. Even though it tastes sweet, it has a low glycemic index, making it safe for people managing diabetes or watching their insulin levels. It's also naturally low in sodium, which is ideal for anyone dealing with high blood pressure. Dr. Morgan Williams, a sleep specialist at Stanford Medical Center, recommends kiwi to his patients as part of their natural muscle recovery therapy. The combination of sleep support and nutritional benefits makes kiwi uniquely valuable for older adults, he explains. The best way to enjoy it: simply peel 2 ripe kiwis about an hour before bed. Eat them slowly, perhaps, while unwinding with a quiet book or soft music. It's a small ritual, but one that signals to your body that rest and healing are coming. Food 3: eggs. Now, I'd like to introduce you to Deborah Miller. At 73, this former yoga teacher from Boston could no longer climb stairs without gripping the handrail. A frustrating development for someone who once taught 3 classes a day. "I thought I was doing everything right," Deborah told me. "I was still stretching daily, taking calcium supplements, even trying those expensive protein drinks my grandson recommended. But I kept getting weaker." The turning point came when Deborah couldn't lift her newborn granddaughter. "I reached down into the crib, and when I tried to pick her up, my arms just wouldn't. I had to call my daughter for help, and I cried all the way home. That's when I knew something had to change." Fortunately, Deborah's neighbor happened to be a nutritionist who suggested a strange change to her evening routine. She told me to try eating a soft-boiled egg before bed instead of in the morning. I thought it was odd, but I was desperate enough to try anything. Within 3 weeks, Deborah could stand up from a chair without using her hands. After 8 weeks, she was holding her granddaughter with confidence. The first time I picked her up and didn't feel that weakness in my arms, I can't even describe how empowering that was. Her secret: 1 soft-boiled egg about an hour before bedtime. Not for breakfast, as most would assume. So what makes eggs so powerful, especially before bed? The answer lies in a special amino acid called leucine. Eggs are what nutrition experts call a complete protein, meaning they contain all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need. But they're particularly high in leucine, the specific amino acid that activates muscle protein synthesis. Here's where it gets interesting for seniors. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to small amounts of protein. A 25-year-old can eat a small serving of chicken and efficiently build muscle. But someone over 60 often needs a slightly higher dose of quality protein, especially leucine-rich protein, to get the same benefit. Just 1 large egg contains about 6 grams of protein with approximately 150 milligrams of leucine, enough to contribute meaningfully to overnight muscle repair. If you eat lightly at dinner, or if your dinner didn't contain much protein, a soft-boiled egg before bed might be the missing piece your body needs to maintain strength. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, consuming protein before sleep can increase muscle protein synthesis by up to 22% in adults over 65. But only if that protein is slowly digested through the night. Egg protein hits this sweet spot perfectly. Eggs also provide vitamin D, which many older adults are low in, especially those who don't spend much time in the sun. Vitamin D isn't just about bones. It also plays a significant role in muscle function and coordination. Combined with the choline found in eggs, a nutrient that supports brain and nerve function, you've got a food that helps your body move and respond with more ease and confidence. Now, you might be wondering, but what about cholesterol? It's a fair question, especially since eggs got a bad reputation years ago. Here's what science now shows: for most people, moderate egg consumption, about 1 egg per day, does not increase heart disease risk. In fact, some studies suggest eggs can actually improve your cholesterol profile by raising good HDL cholesterol. Unless your doctor has given you specific advice to avoid them, eggs can be a very safe, valuable part of your bedtime routine. Choose a gentle cooking method like soft boiling or poaching, which keeps the protein highly digestible and preserves nutrients. Food 2: pumpkin seeds. A breakthrough study from the University of Texas recently discovered that a single mineral could reverse up to 64% of age-related muscle loss. This finding sent shockwaves through the medical community, challenging long-held beliefs about the inevitability of muscle decline. The scientists found that an astounding 83% of Americans over 60 are severely deficient in this critical mineral. When they tracked participants through MRI imaging, they discovered that the supplementation group experienced significant increases in muscle density after just 28 days. What's fascinating is that these tiny green seeds, sometimes called pepitas, contain more of this mineral than almost any other food. They provide a more abundant bioavailable source than any pill supplement could offer. So why are pumpkin seeds the key that so few Americans know about? Because we've been focused on protein for so long that we've overlooked this essential mineral magnesium. Magnesium is involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body, but its role in muscle function is particularly crucial. It helps regulate muscle contractions, supports energy production in muscle cells, and assists in protein synthesis. Without adequate magnesium, your muscles simply cannot function optimally, no matter how much protein you consume. As we age, magnesium absorption decreases, and many medications common among seniors can further deplete magnesium levels. This creates a perfect storm for muscle weakness and loss. What makes pumpkin seeds especially valuable before bed is magnesium's role in relaxation and sleep. Magnesium helps activate the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's rest and digest mode. It relaxes muscle tension, reduces nighttime leg cramps, and improves deep REM sleep, the stage when most muscle repair occurs. Just 1 ounce, about 2 tablespoons of pumpkin seeds provides approximately 37% of your daily magnesium needs. That's significant for such a small serving. But magnesium isn't the only trick pumpkin seeds have up their sleeve. They're also one of the few foods that naturally contain tryptophan, an amino acid your body converts into serotonin and then into melatonin, the sleep hormone. While tryptophan alone won't knock you out, combining it with magnesium creates a powerful 1-2 punch for better, deeper sleep. Pumpkin seeds also provide a decent amount of plant-based protein, about 7 grams per ounce, along with healthy fats that slow digestion. This means your body gets a slow, steady release of amino acids through the night, not a quick spike and crash. They're rich in zinc as well, which helps with cell repair, immune strength, and even hormonal balance, especially important for men over 60 who want to maintain healthy testosterone levels directly tied to muscle mass. Dr. Emily Chen, a healthy aging specialist at UCLA Medical Center, recommends natural magnesium from pumpkin seeds over pill supplements to her patients. The bioavailability is superior, and you get all these other micronutrients that work synergistically with the magnesium, she explains. The best way to enjoy them is simple: a small tablespoon or 2 of unsalted pumpkin seeds about 30 minutes before bed. You can eat them plain or sprinkle them over a bit of plain Greek yogurt if you'd like a protein boost. Some people gently warm them in a pan to bring out their nutty flavor, but this isn't necessary. Just remember to keep the portion small, a tablespoon is plenty, and choose unsalted varieties, as sodium late at night isn't friendly to your blood pressure, especially if you're managing hypertension. Food 1: cottage cheese. Meet Robert Jennings, a 78-year-old retired firefighter from Chicago who ran marathons well into his 60s. Robert was the definition of strength, the man who carried survivors on his shoulders out of burning buildings during his 40-year career. But at 76, Robert found himself unable to get up from the toilet without assistance, a humiliating development for someone who had always prided himself on his physical capabilities. "I was the guy everyone called when they needed help moving furniture or opening a stubborn jar," Robert told me. "Then suddenly I was the one needing help for the most basic things. It felt like my dignity was slipping away along with my strength." Robert tried everything his doctor suggested: weight training, protein supplements, even testosterone therapy. Nothing seemed to make a significant difference. I was beginning to think this was just what getting old meant: becoming weaker until you eventually can't take care of yourself. During a routine checkup, Robert's doctor mentioned a trial happening at Northwestern Medical Center on nighttime nutrition for seniors. Skeptical but desperate, Robert enrolled in the program. The recommendation seemed almost too simple: 3 tablespoons of low-fat cottage cheese 30 minutes before bed. That's it. After 6 weeks, I won an arm wrestling match against my 30-year-old grandson. Robert laughs. He couldn't believe it, and neither could I. But the real victory was being able to get up from any chair without pushing off with my hands. That independence, you can't put a price on that. So what makes cottage cheese the #1 food for preventing muscle loss during sleep? The secret lies in a special type of protein called casein. Unlike the protein in meat, eggs, or even whey protein supplements, casein is slow digesting. Once you eat it, your body doesn't use it all at once. Instead, it releases amino acids gradually over 6 to 8 hours, precisely the length of a good night's sleep. This slow release effect is crucial because when you sleep, your body enters repair mode. But if you don't have enough amino acids in your bloodstream, the building blocks of muscle, your body can actually start breaking down muscle tissue to fuel other processes. That's the last thing you want, especially if you're already dealing with age-related muscle loss. A study in the Journal of Sports Medicine found that casein protein before sleep increased overnight muscle protein synthesis by 22% and improved strength gains by 19% in older adults participating in resistance training programs. Even more impressive, these benefits were observed even in participants who weren't exercising regularly. Cottage cheese is also remarkably high in leucine, that same muscle-triggering amino acid we discussed with eggs. But while eggs give you a quicker protein boost, cottage cheese delivers its amino acids over a longer period, providing sustained nourishment throughout the night. If you're watching your blood sugar, here's more good news. Cottage cheese is naturally low in carbohydrates, especially the plain low-fat kind. It won't interfere with insulin levels or cause a nighttime crash. In fact, the protein may actually help stabilize blood sugar overnight, which is helpful for people with diabetes or prediabetes. Cottage cheese also provides calcium and phosphorus, minerals essential not just for bone health, but for proper muscle contractions. Many seniors focus on calcium for bone density, but overlook its critical role in muscle function. For those concerned about sodium, choose low-sodium versions which are widely available. And if you're watching Heart Health, opt for low-fat or 1% varieties to keep saturated fat in check. The beauty of cottage cheese as a bedtime food is its simplicity. No cooking, no preparation, just open the container and take a few spoonfuls. You can enjoy it plain or add a light touch of cinnamon or a few slices of kiwi if you prefer. The key is keeping it light and simple. Remember, this isn't a meal, it's a signal to your body. Here's what you need. Take your time and repair while I sleep. Now that we've explored these 4 powerful foods, kiwi eggs, pumpkin seeds, and cottage cheese, you know the secret that the supplement industry doesn't want you to discover. You don't need expensive products to fight muscle loss. With just these simple, affordable foods in your evening routine, you can reverse what most people believe is inevitable. The research is clear. Providing your body with the right nutrients before bed can make the difference between waking up feeling stronger each day or continuing to lose precious muscle mass year after year. The key is consistency. These foods work best when they become part of your regular evening ritual. I challenge you to try the 21-day Muscle Recovery Challenge. Simply rotate these 4 foods before bed for the next 3 weeks. Many people notice improved strength, better balance, and more energy within the first week. But the most significant changes come after the full 21 days. Remember, every night you don't provide these nutrients, your body loses another small portion of precious muscle mass. The decline is gradual. You might not notice day to day, but over months and years. It adds up to the difference between independence and dependence. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's preventable and even reversible. With these 4 simple bedtime foods, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to rebuild and strengthen overnight. It's not about complicated regimens or expensive supplements. It's about consistent, simple nourishment when your body needs it most. I'd love to hear about your experience in the comments below. Together, we're building a community of stronger, healthier seniors who aren't willing to accept weakness as a natural part of aging. In upcoming videos, I'll share simple exercises you can combine with this nutrition plan to double your results. Until next time, rest well, eat wisely, and wake up stronger. You deserve it.